A psychology grad student reviews Snow White, one of the, if not the most hated movie in cinema at present moment. What could go wrong? So I've got a little bit of a reputation on TikTok. I love to see when everybody hates something and there's like a bandwagon. I want to know why. This has been seen in characters like Calypso in Epic, not the Odyssey, Epic, in Tamlin from A Court of Thorns and Roses, in so many characters that everybody hates, and there may be legitimately good reasons why, but I like to crack into and say, okay, what are all the reasons? Is there some validity? Is there no validity? Is this bandwagon mentality? Or is there some real problems? So I had myself a nice little solo siren date. I went to the theater and there was no one there. Literally not one person. Which for a Disney film is astounding. Like, I figured there'd at least be parents bringing their small children there. Like, even, toddlers who are just looking at bright, pretty colors. I figured there'd be at least something. There was no one. Whole theater to myself. So let's go ahead and talk about what was good, what was bad, what could have been improved, and the general consensus around it. So let's go ahead and start with the bad, because I know that's probably why people are watching. They don't actually want to hear the good. A few might, but people love a bandwagon. They love to hate something, even if they maybe haven't actually seen it. So I did, and there were some bad. There were some bad. Starting with the most glaring upset. What is this? What is this, Disney? When the dwarves came on screen, it was like a jump scare. And it's not only that they look terrifying, it's that the camera is so close to them. Like, you see every line in their face, which in other things like The Incredibles, where you can see like the fuzz on their clothes, that's really cool. On this, no, I did not want this in full frame. This I could have done without that. And I know that there was a lot of politics surrounding the decision. I know that Peter Dinklage, who is a famous dwarf actor, said that it was really insulting and demeaning to have dwarf actors play the seven dwarves. Whereas other maybe not so famous dwarf actors are saying, hey, why are you taking work from us? It's already difficult enough for us to get work. You don't need it. We do. So maybe a way to find a compromise would be to have gone the Lord of the Rings route, where you had regular sized people that they just shrunk down to make them look like dwarves. Was that a possibility? I don't know. I feel like it's unrealistic that they didn't consider it, probably because it was a rush job, but this is something that should have been rectified because that was not the answer. The second problem, Miss Gal Gadot, and it's not the reason that you're thinking. Aside from the politics surrounding wherever you stand on it, there is certain people who can play certain roles. And if you take someone who is objectively as gorgeous as Gal Gadot is, because I don't care how you feel about her, she's stunning, put her in the role of the evil queen, and that was it. They just thought evil queen is supposed to be the fairest of them all, pretty person. Pretty person does not mean right for the role. Especially this retelling of the evil queen was a little bit more manic. She was kind of up and down and like kind of giddy and doing stuff. You can't ask Nicole Kidman to play Harley Quinn. Actually, Margot Robbie would have been a perfect choice for this role. You can't have someone who's a little bit more elegant, stoic, a little bit more reserved do this. It's like if you put Keanu Reeves into a role for Carrot Top. It's not going to work. Does that mean that Keanu Reeves is a bad actor? No, not even a little bit. But you have to know what you're casting, and it seems like they just thought, she's beautiful. Ta-da! There you go. I've heard a lot of people saying that her acting was really wooden, that she can't sing. She can sing. And I am a person who's really, really strict about hearing off notes. She can sing. She did a good job for what she had, but it just wasn't the right role for her, and it showed. Number 3, the costuming. What happened, Disney? You have good costuming. You have the budget, not only for Snow White's atrocity, whatever this is, but in the first 5 minutes when I saw her actual mother, the real queen, I thought if I was queen, I would behead the person who put me in this outfit. This is horrible. This is so unattractive. I don't know if they were trying to do like time period or what they were trying to do, but it did not come across. So the costuming department and also the hair and makeup department, why did you do this to Rachel? Like, the Snow White bob is a thing. Some people really love it. I was never a fan, but it doesn't take much to make short hair look good. I have no product in. This is just my hair as is, and I feel like it was better than the Snow White bob. Just something, add some curls to it, put the pretty red ribbon and have it look good. They did her dirty. And number 4, you're going to have some changes to any story that you're doing a retelling of. I actually don't feel like this had as many changes as people are upset about. A lot of it has been put out there like, oh, she's not gonna have a prince. She doesn't. She has kind of a scoundrel, kind of a Flynn Rider dude. He's not the prince, but there is a man. She does fall asleep. He does kiss her. There is a love story. So this whole thing of people being like, oh, she's gonna save herself. She does rely on help from other people. Does she stand up and be a leader? Yes, but she does rely on help from other people. Unfortunately, the other person, while an incredible singer and I'm sure a very good actor, the chemistry did not feel authentic between them. It felt very cartoony, and I think that that's the real struggle with this movie. It didn't know if it wanted to be cartoony or if it wanted to be a little bit darker and more serious. When you have a live action like Maleficent that had magic, had all of these things, but still maintained this darker vibe to it, that worked. It seemed like this movie bounced back and forth between trying to be cartoony and trying to be dark, trying to have magic, but trying to be realistic. And it seemed like it was confused about where it stood in the grand scheme of things. And I think that led to a lot of issues. Now on to the good parts, because yes, there were good parts in this movie. Regardless of how you feel about Rachel Zegler, girl can sing. Oh man, can she sing. And I've seen people are like, oh, it doesn't sound like Snow White. I don't like Snow White's voice. I'm sorry, that's my personal opinion. Snow White's voice in the actual cartoon is so chirpy and with a smile and a song. It just, hate it. So I was actually really happy that they had a little bit of a lower voice, maybe because I'm an alto, but I was like, okay, maybe I can sing some of these notes. That'll be cool. I thought she sang beautifully. And I know that people are so upset about what she said about the original, but I want you to take a moment, put the torches down. She is young. She's very young. Is that an excuse? No, but it's an explanation. How many of you can honestly say that you have always said the right thing no matter what under a high pressure situation? Where she has kind of messed up further is that she's digging her heels in and not just saying, I'm sorry, I got stressed, I said the wrong thing, but that comes with time and maturity. She is a great actress. She is a great singer. And I've seen a lot of people that are saying, oh, it's really forced, she's not happy, she's a narcissist. So many people don't know what a narcissist actually is, and it makes me laugh as someone in the mental health field that this just gets branded. Being self-centered does not diagnose you with narcissistic personality disorder. She's not. She's just a young actress, and she's a very talented actress, and she's been thrust into the spotlight. You try playing Snow White. You try doing the whistle while you work, like so happy and just everything is wonderful all the time. That would be nauseating to play. I don't know a single person who could play that authentically, and yet she did. As you see some of the actors at Disneyland and Disney World, they can do that, but can you do that and sing well and act on a script and do all these things? I think people are being really, really hard on her. The choreography was good, the colors were good. What Disney does well, it did well. And it's a great movie if you just want to take your kids to and have them go, oh, princess movie. Is it groundbreaking? No. Is it deserving of a 1 out of 10? No, absolutely not. It has a lot of really good things going for it. And I think the number one thing that I loved is that they didn't do Fairest of them all being pretty. It was being honest and true and loyal and standing up for her kingdom in the way that it should be run. I have more thoughts about different types of strength that are being presented, and I would love to talk more about that. So thank you for watching. Have a good day. Stay classy.